I think Bill being, maybe I'm wrong, you can tell me this, Bill being Tarantino's guy would take a lot more chances to get away with things than a lot of first ADs do.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was some of that, but I mean, we also had some incredible technicians that were, I remember, 100% willing to say no if something wasn't going to be safe. I mean,
Mm.
Guy was always there looking at making, Guy and Brian um, were always making sure that things were up to 100%. Like we weren't going to shoot anything that wasn't going to be safe. I mean, obviously, there's inherent risk with flipping a truck. There's inherent risk with shooting blanks. There just is. But they always oversaw and made sure that everything was safe, that all the stunt people were taken care of, and that actors were going to be safe. Guns were unloaded. Everything was dry and ready to go. But after we were done with the take. So I mean, there were plenty of times where and then of course Nick Gillard, who was our
Yeah.
stunt coordinator, he was very strict about what we could and couldn't do, but also knew that when we could do something that was crazy, if again, crazy doesn't necessarily mean not safe. You know
Dangerous,
what I
right?
mean? Like I mean, look at all the stunt work and the things that have been done over decades that seem like, how in the hell did they get away with that? Well, sure, it's always risky to pull off a stunt, but like it was overseen by professionals who really do know what they're doing, and um, it felt really good to have that protection on set. So yeah, Bill definitely championed getting things done, and making sure that like there was this ferociousness to things that I wanted. Um, but we were also told no a lot of times, and I gotta respect those guys. I mean, this is what they do. We didn't want anybody hurt on set.
Yeah, and I remember there was one specific that not as this wasn't a stunt. This was just more of like bending the rules a little bit. Was there's the overshot of the bridge looking down, and Tyler and Kate are in an argument, and we
Mhm.
missed. I think it was like Kate's side of it. We had to pick it up later on,
Oh
so we
yeah.
went behind a levee, and we
Yes.
that change of like jurisdiction was one where we did not have the permits for that.
Yeah.
And I just remember it was like it's the whole like ask for forgiveness, not permission kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that
I
was
do remember that. That was a volatile moment because yeah, there was. I think our locations wasn't very happy about it. Like it ended up being okay, and
oh
we ended
yeah.
up working it out in the end. But yeah, that was a hairy situation. But
Like I said though, loved it because it was like, yeah, let's just do it. Like what I get it, and I
in the end,
completely
in the end,
understand.
nobody really cared about it. It
Nope.
wasn't. It didn't end up being a big deal, and nobody's safety was involved. So it was more just yeah. I know that was yeah, that was a crazy day. But again, it's one of those things where um we it's like stealing a shot. It's like some of the things that you got to do to get some movies made. And I think I just have been doing a lot of research on Sean Baker too, and just the way that
Mm.
he'll just like go to a place with a camera and be like, just with the actors, be like, okay, we're just gonna shoot, we're just gonna go. And there's there's no uh there's no documents saying you can or can't shoot here. It's just we're just gonna shoot it, and they get in, they do it, the actors do their thing, and they're out.
Oh
Like
yeah. There's one you might remember this. It was we needed to get a pickup and we couldn't get Tyler and Kate back in time. I think they had to like cut out. So we used a second the stand-ins and dressed them up, and it was just you, Bill, Maxime. I think that was it because it was just the car
yep,
pulling up into the
yep,
farm,
yep,
and
that's right.
like sound was griping at like why didn't we get? It was like well because we purposely did that because y'all would take up too much time and we don't have, so we just kind of like sneakily did something.
Sometimes you do, you have to do that. And again, like when you're trying to get the material that you need, and it's not, again, if everything is cool, and it's and you can do it safely, and hey man, you got to get it done, otherwise you're gonna have holes, you know.
What are,
And you have to be you have to be open to being creative, and flexible with those kinds of things, and that was a great thing about that set, and something that, you know, mostly everybody understood.